We will now listen to the great mobilizer, soft-spoken, but that voice is a volcano. Can we jam our hands together as we listen to that very mild voice of Peter Obi?
Our leader, the former Vice President of Federal Republic of Nigeria, Chairman of all the parties, Your Excellencies, let me stand on all due and existing protocol. I think like every other person has said, what needs to be said have been said. But it's critical that we repeat it as often as we can, so that Nigerians know we are together. There's need, very urgent need, for all the opposition parties. Those who are not here today, we're pleading that we all come together to save our dear country. It is critical, it's important. The government we have today has been said and continue is the worst ever in our dear country, Nigeria. Today, there's no governance in Nigeria. The legislative arm is at its worst. The judiciary is no longer hope of the weak or the poor. We all know insecurity, killings and abductions is worse than even countries at war. Just in the past 1 week, 34 in Kebbi, Wednesday, Thursday, 50 in Zamfara on Friday, and today, even while we're speaking today, over 20 already in Adamawa. 6 is all over the country. I just mentioned a few. Poverty have increased dramatically in the past 2.5 years, from 87 million to about 140 million today, the highest in any country on earth. In fact, we now have almost over 30% of all the world poor living in Nigeria. We now have more people living in Nigeria, a country of 240 million, than China and India, a country of 2.8 billion combined. And that's the critical thing. This government has borrowed more in 2.5 years than all the governments since 1999, without anything to show for it. I heard somebody told me today when I walked in here that the food prices have gone down. Actually, we have killed all our farmers, because we have imported cheap goods and thrown our farmers into poverty, which will even worsen the hungry situation of Nigeria in the coming future. Manufacturers' houses are full of warehouses without anything to show for it. So we're in a crisis that everybody has to come together to save the country. And I thank those who have started this journey of our coming together, all the opposition parties. All our appeal is that, yes, we, the masses of Nigeria, have to rise up now, because this situation we are allowed to continue will take its revenge on all of us and our children tomorrow. Thank you, and God bless all of you.
In the last 11 months, taxpayers in Nigeria have spent over 20 billion naira on the travels of Mr. President. And this government have the most bloated ministers in the history of our country. So that is why the agitation is imminent. And the change, true change, must come. Or we perish in the darkness of destructive selfishness. We must all decide to become change agents to make sure that we chase Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his family out of the villa May 29th, 2027, including those in the boys' quarters. And a call on government to say they should stop selective EFCC, ICPC, DSS trial on only opposition leaders. Example of Nasiru El-Rufai and Malami. Without wasting much of our time, he also talked about the government reacting like this because they are panicked, they are afraid. And I ask, if a party have 31 governors, they say they have 31 governors, why are they afraid? In the last election, Peter Obi won in 6 states where you have APC sitting governors. Atiku Abubakar won in 8 states where there were APC sitting governors. In fact, 12 governors contested for the Senate, only 3 won. Out of 12 governors who ran for the Senate, only 3 won. And all the ones following the landlord of Abuja, Yesu and Wike, all of them lost Senate, just Senate seats. So let us not be afraid. Let us wake up from our slumber and make sure that we chase these CIPs, criminals in power, away. Because democracy is no longer democracy. What we have today is greediocracy. Government of the greedy, by the greedy, and for the greedy. That is what we have. We have presidential children who during military governments would not even see, the children of even the military leaders did not even behave in this manner. But enough is enough. This time around, it must be a luta continua, Victoria Asata. The same escalade that Trump is using in America, and that is times 42 the price of an S-Class. And he said he came to curb wastages. The budget of the National Assembly, the last time was 150 billion. Today, he increased the budget of the National Assembly to 375 billion in order to make it a department of the villa. And it's a clarion call. We must all be emboldened and build a new Nigeria.